Hello. Thanks for joining us again on the channel. Okay, yes, we've tried so many of these. Too many probably. But this one stands out. It caught me off guard. Let's figure out why together. Quick note before we begin. There's a discount link in the description and the top comment if you want to check it out. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Let's begin by examining the insights provided by our first reviewer.
This reviewer compares this electric bike to a heavy-duty pickup truck with a turbo diesel and off-road tires, calling it tough, rugged, and solidly built with a mean look. The initial assembly was straightforward for someone already familiar with bicycles, though our reviewer noted the instructions were not very helpful. The first ride was an exhilarating experience, a real kick in the pants. Using just the throttle, this client powered up a steep driveway with no pedaling and felt like they were riding a rocket on level ground. Our reviewer, who is in his 70s, particularly appreciated some of the design choices. The simpler 7-speed gear system was a highlight, as the powerful motor makes a more complex 21-speed setup unnecessary and prone to issues. The huge, fat tires also earned praise for providing a comfortable ride and firm traction. After putting over 100 miles on this electric bike, the initial 5-star impression remained, but with a few words of caution. The assembly instructions were genuinely poor and a few small parts were left over. Issues with some of the accessories also cropped up. A screw on the pre-installed kickstand fell out, and the cheap plastic rear fender had to be removed after a screw thread stripped. Additionally, the rear reflector's placement is problematic for shorter riders. Despite these minor irritants with the accessories, this client's overall feeling is overwhelmingly positive. The fun, the exercise, and the raw power of the ride far outweigh the small frustrations. In fact, our reviewer would buy it again and notes that everyone who sees it comments on its impressive looks.
Wonderful. Now, let's explore the feedback from our next reviewer.
This reviewer has put their fat tire electric bike through its paces, covering several hundred miles and forming a solid opinion on its performance. Right out of the box, they were impressed with the top speed, noting that even for a rider around 200 pounds, the bike reached a respectable pace on throttle alone. There were several pleasant surprises, particularly concerning components that are often compromised on budget-friendly models. The frame was found to be of high quality, and the large, soft compound tires were a standout feature, performing much better than the cheaper, harder tires our reviewer had anticipated. Even the front suspension, a simple spring fork with no adjustments, proved to be surprisingly stiff and capable, avoiding the bottoming out issues that were expected. However, this client offers a real heads-up for potential new owners. Expect to perform some initial tuning. Not a machine you can just ride straight away. In this case, nearly everything needed adjustment, from the brakes and gears to a loose head tube. The cranks made a terrible noise initially, but this was resolved simply by tightening them significantly. The only parts deemed truly subpar were the stock pedals, which felt far too flexible underfoot and were quickly swapped out for an inexpensive but much sturdier set. The primary drawback, which was anticipated, is the battery's limited range. Heavy throttle use will drain it in about 20 miles, though with consistent pedaling one can stretch that closer to 30. Despite this, the overall value is considered exceptional. After logging 400 miles, the electric bike still runs like new. The mechanical disc brakes, once set up correctly, are now considered a highlight, offering incredible stopping power that can easily lock up the rear wheel, a level of performance our reviewer had never experienced with other mechanical brakes. The bottom line is that, with a bit of initial work and a potential battery upgrade down the road, this electric bike is a fantastic machine for its cost.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer considers this electric bike a truly quality product, finding it a no-brainer compared to DIY conversion kits and the effort involved. Instead of a wasted Saturday trying to build, our reviewer suggests getting this e-bike and just riding. The controller particularly impressed them, standing out as superior to others they've used. It's highly customizable, letting riders adjust pedal assist for different gears to match their style or desired help. For anyone weighing a conversion versus buying this, our reviewer strongly recommends opting for this electric bike, assuring satisfaction. The customizable pedal assist controls are a standout feature, allowing precise tailoring of power across various gears. Build quality is evident in the solid construction and well-done welds. This electric bike was also surprisingly light, making it easy for one person to lift onto a bike rack. A minor but welcome detail was that the disc brakes came perfectly set, requiring no initial adjustments. Initial setup proved straightforward. The electric bike was mostly ready to roll, needing only the front wheel attached and the seat tightened. A minor fine-tuning of the rear derailleur was the only other adjustment, a quick task for our reviewer. What truly impressed our reviewer, however, was the exceptional battery performance. Advertised for around 20 miles, it delivered dramatically more, closer to 40 miles or beyond. On a camping trip, they rode 10 miles to beach, returned, and still had 2 battery bars. Skeptical, they rode back to the beach, fully expecting to pedal home, but the e-bike made it all the way back, proving its truly outstanding range. Everything needed for assembly and tuning comes included. Our reviewer highly recommends this electric bike and plans to get another for their spouse.
That's all for today. If you like this, hit that like button and subscribe. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments.